12 teammates will soon lace up their running shoes to collectively cross South Dakota on foot to raise money for mental health resources. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Dan Centella looks ahead to the 437 project in September and explores how it might impact someone you care about.
Abby Bruner of Sioux Falls volunteered on last year's 437 project, and she's excited to do that again this year.
Oh, definitely. Yes. Meet new people and see some old friendly faces.
The 437 project is an effort from 12 runners who cross the entire state of South Dakota by taking turns running legs of various lengths. 437 is a reference to the approximate mileage. We'll be running across South Dakota from west to east, from the Wyoming border to the Iowa border. And yes, I say we because I'm one of the 12 runners. I'll have coverage for you throughout the journey. The project raises money for the Helpline Center, a Sioux Falls-based nonprofit that connects people to mental health resources.
This is our third year. It's super exciting because we continue to reach more and more people across the state.
Last year's 437 project efforts raised just over $250,000 for the Helpline Center.
We're still in the process of obviously expending some of those funds, but the most important thing that it did was increase our staffing levels so that we're able to provide more outreach and more services regarding mental health, suicide prevention, and suicide aftercare. So what that means is that we provide a tremendous number of trainings in the communities across South Dakota, whether that's on mental health or suicide prevention. So we certainly expanded that coverage. Some of that had to do with one of the speakers we brought in.
437 project funds also help pay for the salary of the people who work for the Helpline Center, like Caitlin Reimnitz. Why do you do what you do?
I myself have gone through a few losses, and it's very important to me to spread awareness when it comes to mental health and wellness, and just being able to make a difference in our community is really important to me.
Reimnitz is a suicide prevention coordinator.
I don't deal directly with crisis situations. I focus more on trainings, and so I'm actually out in the community training people on warning signs and symptoms to look out for shall these crises arrive.
She says a warning sign that someone might be experiencing such a crisis might not be so clear.
I think a big misconception is people expect them to be obvious, kind of in your face, like, you know, the typical giving away stuff, or maybe they're more depressed, or, you know, other warning signs that might pop up. But ultimately, they can also be more subtle, and they might not always show these warning signs to people they are closest to.
Abby Bruner's son Blake lost his life to suicide in 2022. Abby participated in a class through the Helpline Center that focused on surviving in the wake of losing someone to suicide. For her, last year's 437 project showcased how other people care.
I learned I didn't have to do this by myself. By meeting all of these different people, it kind of inspired me to just want to bring out the best in myself, and that I didn't have to hurt alone. And there's so many people that care, and to just reach out.
We're getting more of the word out there and promoting it across South Dakota, and really making a difference in everyday lives, especially in our rural communities. So to be able to see the 437 project happen is incredible.
Help is out there. There's a lot of it.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Dan Centella.